Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bourbon Bites. Welcome to a special Saturday night live stream with our friend Brandon.
What's going on, guys?
Y'all may recognize him from the chat. He is one of the incredible mods here on the channel, and we've been waiting to do this stream for a very long time.
For sure.
We've been trying to find the perfect chance to do it, and tonight seemed like a good night. So, thank you for those of you joining live. I know some of you may be watching the replay because it's a random time, and I totally get it's Saturday night. But this is something we want to do for a while. Try out these all 10 recipes of Four Roses single barrel. Now, this is a little bit different than what everyone else has been doing because there are those sets that are out in the world, have not had them.
Yep.
These actually were all provided to us by a patron of the channel and friend of the channel, Bradley. He actually sent 10 different single barrel selects of Four Roses. Now, these are all 10 different recipes. They are different ages. They are different proofs. So that's the disclaimer up front. It's not a totally fair comparison when it comes to things like that. But I have no biases. I have very limited experience with Four Roses. Actually, one of my favorite Four Rose products is the Small Batch Select. That's like kind of the only one that I've really had much experience with. And then what about you, Brandon?
Yeah, it's pretty much about the same. I mean, I've tried maybe 2 or 3 recipes, and that's honestly about it. So I'm with you. I'm going into it excited.
Yeah, so that's kind of why I feel like, there are different proofs and different ages, but at least we kind of get an idea of like what flavor profile we gravitate towards. So that's kind of how we're going to go about it. I know it's a little bit different than what other people have been doing with that set. I thought about buying the set, but I knew we already had these samples. So thank you again, Bradley, for this. I feel like, maybe I'll do a second stream at some point and do it with the set and see if they stand up to what I originally did here. Now, fun fact, I actually did a similar stream like 3 or 4 years ago where it wasn't all 10 recipes.
Oh, okay.
It was like 8 of them. And I haven't watched it. I was going to watch it and kind of take down which ones were my favorite, but I'm like, I want to go in this completely unbiased. Yeah. So I'll go, those of you on Discord, I'm going to put in the chat afterwards to see how it compares to my first stream. If y'all are not yet on Discord, let me drop that link in the chat. Although I figure most of you here are because that's how you know about the stream because I posted in there and tagged everyone. But yeah, if y'all are curious, we're going to also put our final ranking, our final tier list on Discord. So if you don't feel like watching the whole stream because it might go a little long, we might go a little over an hour, we'll put the final tier list there. So let me drop the link here in the chat to our Discord. Okay. And yeah, feel free to join us there. It's a great community. A lot of y'all are very active in there. I appreciate all of y'all. So there's the Discord link. But yeah, Brandon, do you want to start with this?
Yeah, start with the
Small Batch Select. Again, this is a relatively recent Four Roses, part of their regular lineup. Nothing too fancy, but it's a mix of 6 different recipes that we'll be trying tonight. So I don't know. So with Four Roses, this is a dumb question, but like the small batch, just a regular, not even small batch, the regular Four Roses. Is it just one recipe or is it a blend of all 10? Do you know?
I want to say it's one because I know the regular single barrel they put out in the store is one recipe.
Yeah, if anyone in the chat, by the way, like I said, totally new to like really diving into Four Roses. So y'all probably know more than I do at this point, but I just know that standard Four Roses isn't typically my recipe for some, or not my recipe, my jam. But I feel like the Small Batch Select is like definitely starting to lean into the territory of whiskey that I like. So I'm really curious to see, maybe it's a certain recipe that I like, maybe it's not. But do want to do a couple shout outs to some folks here in the chat. 5 fingers in the chat. Donner Pass says, wow, all 10. Cliffy is coming out tonight. Hey, I wore my Cliffy Bus shirt for a reason. Zover said, hopefully you've already measured the pours, 20 minutes to game time. Oh yeah. Yeah. We just had to go a little bit early just because we had it already and our pours are already poured, as you can see in front of us. They're about a little under half an ounce each. So we're going to try to stay a little. We'll see. Let's see. Whiskey Wisdom in the chat. What's up? Good to see you again. Hey, thanks for making, it's like your 3rd stream in a row. I appreciate that.
Awesome.
Sugar Kitty says, extra time I can make. Well, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Good to see you again. I would love to have the taster set just to be able to have it to compare and have in the library. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I was going to do that, but like I knew we already had these, so I wasn't going to double up on the same kind of idea. But let me know if y'all want to see me do that as well. Go back to that. I thought Cliffy wasn't a Four Roses fan. Well, that's what we're going to solve tonight. Maybe I am. Maybe it's certain recipes that I like. Like I said, I love the Small Batch Select, so we're going to see. Maybe there's other ones that I like just as much as this one, but we'll see. Peter White's in the chat as well. And there's Bradley. There he is. How's it going, man? And again, I gave you a shout out earlier. Thank you so much for these samples. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to it. Gabriel Rivera, what did you? Good to see you. I think it might be the first time seeing you in the chat. Not entirely sure, but I think Small Batch Select was modeled after one of the LEs. Oh, did not realize that. Very cool. Small Batch Select is a newer edition. Yeah, 2019. Known for being higher proof bourbon compared to the standard. Definitely. Yeah, it's like 6 roses instead of 4 roses. I see what you did there. But yeah, let's start with this. Like you said, it's 110 or 105 proof.
104.
104. Okay.
Yeah. Because that's what that taster set is too. Is 104 proof.
Gotcha. So it makes sense. They're all kind of in the same realm. And then actually, I took a picture earlier of what the age was on this one. So all these again they have their own age statements. So we're going to read through them as we go through. But this one in particular, the small batch select is a blend of 6 to 7 years. And if you are curious, the recipes used in this are OBSV, OBSK, OBSF, OESV, OESK, and OESF. Now, if that means nothing to you all, it means nothing to me either. You can go on the Four Roses website and look at the description of each of those recipes. They kind of relate to, well, let's just give a general overview.
Yeah.
As far now, I could be wrong. The O stands for the distillery. They're all from the same distillery, so they all start with O.
Mm-hmm.
The B and the E, which is the second letter, stands for the different mash bill. So B is a high rye mash bill, and E is a low rye, high corn mash bill. The S stands for, I believe it just stands for straight bourbon. I think that's they're all S.
Yep.
And then the last letter, which is the most variance, which is the V, K, O, Q, and F, are the yeast strains. So these are all different yeast strains, 2 different mash bills, but they're all straight bourbon whiskey from Four Roses. So we're going to list out a bunch of acronyms. Again, if you want to pull up a tab of like the Four Roses recipes and follow along, feel free to. Like I said, we have a little printout cheat sheet here that we're going to follow. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into these. All right, have you tasted it, or you just smelled it? I like the nose on it. It's good. It's nothing that's like jumping. To me, it's a little spicier than some of the bourbons that I've been drinking lately. I've been drinking a lot of Wild Turkey, which is typically spicy. I always say, this sounds so lame, but I always say Four Roses is floral. And I don't know if it's just my mind, but I always get more of like a floral kind of honey note on it.
It's kind of light, subtle.
Yeah, it's light, but I mean, you can tell there's some proof on it. Here, try it. Cheers. And thank y'all for watching.
Cheers.
Yeah, for 104 proof, I mean, has a long finish. I think to me, it tastes a little older, even though I said it's a blend of 6 or 7 years old. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it's got a decent amount of spice. Finish is good. I remember I really did not like Four Roses, and I tried this, and it's definitely
that was me too. That's why I said I didn't like Four Roses, and then I found this bottle. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, especially for what retail's 55 or 50.
I paid 53 just now at Total Wine. Yeah, we're starting with a small batch select. So if you're just now tuning in, we want to set our palate with something that we know we like and kind of go from there. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna use this as kind of like a not that I'm gonna compare it back to it, but I'm gonna go back to it maybe if I want to do a little side by side at some point. But let us know in the chat what you're drinking. Also, let us know what your favorite recipe as we go through. I'm curious to hear if any of these are your favorites. Maybe there's a crowd favorite.
Yeah.
But let's get started. Let's go in the order. I mean, we'll figure out our order. We have, like I said, we have cheat sheets from the website.
We're kind of going to go through it.
Do you want to start with the OBSV?
Let's do it.
Which I think, if I remember correctly, is that the one that's on like all the regular single barrels?
I thought it was.
Oh, it may not be.
I honestly don't remember.
Someone in the chat. In the chat.
Someone let me know because I don't remember. But I know it is one of the recipes.
Yeah, I see OBSV a lot.
I think it might be OBSV.
So this one is the high rye mash bill, and it's the V yeast strain, which is supposed to be a delicate fruit forward cask there.
So this pick is from Specs. It is a 9-year, 5-month, and 111.2 proof.
Nice. So a bit older than what we were drinking earlier. And you said 111, a little bit higher proof too.
Yep, a little bit higher.
By the way, some of these range in proof, like we go from like 105 proof to all the way up to 126.4 proof. So they are very, very different in proof. Again, this isn't a fully like controlled environment taste test. It's just like, hey, we've been wanting to do this for a while. So it's just mostly for fun.
I honestly don't get that much on the nose, like not that much spice or proof, just kind of dark and rich.
I want to say earthy. To me, it's earthier than the other one. The other one was light and bright and floral. This one to me is, you said darker. I agree. It is darker.
Definitely not that sweet though.
No, I'm not getting any sweetness on the nose, which it says, again, these are just tasting notes provided by the distillery. I don't know if it's fruity. That's just based on what they say.
Yeah.
I'm not getting on the nose, so I'm not getting any fruitiness.
Maybe the slightest bit of red fruit.
Maybe, but it's to me, it's more of like a dried, like I don't want to say maybe like raisin or something like that. Like it's dark.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it. Cheers. Very different than the small batch select. I mean,
Ooh.
I'm still with it. It's still dry to me, not sweet.
No, definitely way more spicy.
Spicy. I think like I guess I stuck with like the earthy thing. I think it has like a.
It almost is like flat.
For being higher proof, it drinks lower proof. It doesn't have much of
Yeah.
a finish to me.
No.
Oh, I forgot to introduce the fact that we're doing a tier list. So if you saw the thumbnail, or if you're familiar with some other YouTubers, we do what they call a tier list. Let me share my screen real quick so I can kind of get a look at what we can see. So we set this up. So it's basically A through F, and then S is like the superior, like superb, like best of the best. Like we're like loving it. F is, you know, not
Fail.
I don't want to say fail because like as Brad said earlier, like none of these are fails, you know, but it's based on our palate. Our answers are going to be very different. I can tell you right now. Like Brandon and I, like we have some similar palettes that we like, but I think there's some things that you like more than I like.
100%.
So I'm curious to see where we go. So we're going to adjust this as we go along. I'm going to share my screen every now and then.
Yeah.
It's going to change. If we put something at a certain tier, that doesn't mean it's going to stay there.
Yeah.
As we taste through the other ones, we're going to like shift and adjust some things around. My color is blue. His color is green. So if you're curious as you're watching us put this together, keep an eye out for that. So OBSV, how are you feeling about that? Just first impressions on this one.
Honestly, I'm like middle of the road, so like I'd put me at C for now.
Yeah, put you at C. All right.
Yeah, let's start with that.
All right. I'm gonna put myself at D on this one. It might move up, you know, as we go. To me, it like you said, it's a little flat. It's a little earthy, which is not my favorite. I love the sweeter. I love the like high oak, like really like older tasting ones.
Mm-hmm.
This one's kind of like middle of the road, but we'll see. It might work its way up. Yeah. Y'all don't cancel us in the chat. I'm just someone be like, what? That's the best one ever. Yeah.
And we'll see. And like I said, we're gonna leave a little bit in the glass to go back through a second time and kind of then you know A/B test if we need to or whatever. So
IC86 also welcome. He says, Four Roses tier list. They're all excellent. After that, it's just personal preference. And that's what, like I said, it's all, we're just figuring out what our favorites are because we've never done this before. So that's the goal of today. So again, don't come for us. Don't cancel us. All right. Well, we're off to a start. Let's go ahead and I have to say we're off to a start. I don't want to say we're off to a good start.
1 down, 9 to go.
Yeah. We got a lot of these to go through, guys. So bear with us. It might get Cliffy might come out a little bit later. We're trying to stay organized. We're doing good so far. All right. What do you want to go? Do you want to? So, okay, question for the chat. So y'all might be the best ones to ask for this. So, as we're tasting through these, there's not really a set order, but we were wondering, should we compare the different, like the same yeast strain? So, like we'll do mash bill B and mash bill E, and then do the same yeast strain back to back, or would you prefer us to go entirely down the same mash bill? So all of mash bill B's at once, and then all of mash bill E's. What do you recommend? Those of you that are Four Roses aficionados, let us know what the best. I realize I'm looking in the wrong camera. I'm so used to looking at this one for my work. Yeah, I know. So if you recommend sticking with the same mash bill or sticking with the same yeast strain and doing the little A/B comparisons. So let us know. Again, we don't know either way. It's fine with us. But curious if there is preferences in the chat for how to go about it. So does anyone else feel like S tier is like 11 setting from Spinal Tap? I mean, kind of. Yeah, it's like it goes above and beyond. Like it's going to be like the best of the best. We'll see. Maybe one of these will do it. You know. Yeah. You never know. Hopefully. Cohen likes OESK. Okay. Nice. We got that coming up as our next one, actually, after we go through these. So, well,
it depends. We're going to wait for the chat to see what they're going to do.
If you don't have a preference, I mean, I'll leave it to you right now. If you want to stick with the mash bill or stick with the yeast strain.
Honestly, I don't. You know what? Let's do back-to-back mash bill because I'm kind of curious to see how they would kind of differentiate just with the mash bill change.
So we're going to move to the OESV.
OESV, which should be directly to your left.
Yes.
Yep. Just to see.
So this is the high corn mash bill. So the lower rye mash bill, basically. Yep. They're all high corn technically. They're all bourbons. But so for reference, the mash bill B, the one that we just had, was 60% corn, 35% rye, and 5% malted barley. This one is 75% corn, 20% rye, and 5% malted barley. So less rye, maybe a little bit less spicy. We'll see. I mean, they didn't find that one very spicy.
Yeah, we'll see. So this is it says just as New York. I don't know if Brad wants to give us a little more info. If not, I have his info. I can look at it later. But it's from New York, OESV, 10-year, 8 months, and the proof is 119.4.
Oof. So we are going up in proof.
We're going up in proof, but I mean, honestly, on the first nose, I'm excited.
I like it. Smells so. Yeah, this is up my alley on the nose. It's sweet. It's to me, it's more of a desserty like note, like. You know, I love my baking, like not baking spices, but baked good note. I love that on my Heaven Hill product. That's why it's like my favorite. This nose is like jumping out of the glass.
It's got like a creaminess to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Mike Meyer in the chat. What's up? Cheers to you, Mike. Good to see you in the chat. Oh, and Tony's here as well. He said, hello, Clifton and Brandon. I have 5 of the mash bills on hand, though I'm not going to go through them tonight because I'm already a bit tipsy. Smart plan. We controlled our, I controlled myself. I mean, you obviously did because you came all the way up here, which traffic was apparently awful.
Traffic was terrible today.
Sorry, but
it's all good.
It'll be good on the way home. We're going to eat dinner after this, so if anyone's worried, don't worry. We're going to have food on the way. We're going to sober. We got snacks. We can take our time. But yeah, cheers, Tony, and cheers, Mike. Yeah, the nose. I'm loving the nose on this.
So good, and it's funny too. It's higher proof, but there's not that much ethanol. I'm not getting that much proof on it.
I would say that I'm getting about the same amount of ethanol, but there's so much other things in the glass that I think it's not the dominant. To me, the dominant note on that last one was the ethanol.
Yeah.
Whereas this one has got a lot more of the spicy, like you said, the creaminess too. I can tell there's some. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be good, but it might be full. You want to give it a try?
Good. Cheers.
All right, cheers. By the way, let us know how the volume is. If we're too loud, if we're too quiet, if the clanks are too much, just let us know. It's hard for us to tell.
Oh.
The
mid palate was kind of thin.
I was gonna say I would say finish wise is it's got a much longer finish to me. To me, it has a little bit of a sorry, we just got a text said chicken or beef. If the what are you getting, Justin? Oh, you sent me a picture. Hold on, we're picking out food. I told you guys we're ordering food. I'll do chicken. All right, sorry. Anyways, I'm getting a mid palate note that to me sometimes comes across as a plastic note, and I get that on some. I got it on one of the Elijah Craig's that I reviewed.
It was on Thursday.
On Thursday, yeah. I got that note.
It was a C923.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, because you said the high proof.
And I get that with higher proofs, and this is a pretty high proof one.
119.4.
Maybe it's the way the ethanol. Maybe it's the way that I'm interpreting the ethanol, but I don't think it's bad. I think to me it's an improvement over the last one. What do you think?
I agree. I was now on the nose, I almost get a butteriness to go with it too.
I will say, if we were ranking nose, I think this is up there.
Yeah.
I think the palate held it back a little bit for me, but I do love the finish on that one. So
yeah,
I don't know. Let's pull up
definitely want to save a little bit and see.
Yeah, I know.
Now we're talking.
I noticed I was drinking. I was like, no, I need to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Deathless Dogs in the chat. What's up, Dan? Keeping track of all the 4 Rosa recipes kind of feels like being back in school. Oh, that's why we have a chart. We have a flow chart, and we have labels on our glasses. I don't know if y'all can see, but we have little labels,
fancy
on
labels to go.
Yeah.
So.
Because we would totally lose track.
Oh yeah,
for sure,
100%. Especially with numbers. Number 1, number 10, number 5. No.
All right, let's pull up our spreadsheet. So this one was the OESV.
Yep.
So for me, you know what? I'm gonna put it.
Don't pick mine. Don't pick.
I'm thinking either C or B. I don't know. I'm gonna put it B for now. It might work its way down. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I was gonna pick B myself.
Really?
So I was don't pick mine, but I was I don't want to influence you, so that's fine. Yeah.
So we're both gonna put that at B for now, and then again,
perfect.
For those of you just not tuning in, mine is the blue and his is the green, just so you can keep track of who's putting what where.
Yeah.
But again, these are flexible; they can move as we go along. So. Yeah. All right.
Especially with only going down 2, it's you don't know where they're going to go compared to the others yet. So.
All right, let's move on to the next one, which is to OBSK, which is again the high rye mash bill.
Yep.
And also the KE strain, which they say is a little bit spicy. So.
Yep.
I wasn't getting much spice in the last few, so
we'll see. So this is a distillery release.
Oh, okay.
9-year, 4-month at 109.6 proof.
Oh, so a lot more similar to the first one we had, the OBSV.
Yeah. So, and I think those distillery ones are picked by Brent Elliott.
Nice,
as far as I know.
Ooh, the ethanol gets me on the nose on that one.
But there's sweetness behind the ethanol.
Yeah, it's not that dry note that we were getting on the OBSV.
No. But I still get that creaminess, but I don't get any of the dark. I don't get barrel influence for being 9 years.
No, I'm getting the biggest thing I'm getting is ethanol. Yeah. But like you said, it is sweeter. It's way sweeter than the first one that we had. Again, when we're calling out tasting notes, these are all similar. They're all from the same distillery. Yeah. So it's going to be tough the more we go down. We're going to start saying the same things, but it's just all comes down to personal preference. So
yeah, but still that. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Oh, there's my thought.
Yeah, sorry.
Very good. Wow. Is it just me, or is that super floral and then spicy finish?
I was gonna say the ethanol does not hit on the palate.
No,
not like it does on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
That is light. It's light, and it does have the spice. I will say they are right with the spice on this one.
Yeah. To be fair, all these have that spice on the finish. It's just varying amounts of spice.
To me, just first impression, this one's very middle of the road, like not good or not bad. I think it kind of comes in between the two that we just had so far.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm honestly not sure how I feel about this, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it just because like there's not much going on, or?
It's a little bit of both. There's not much going on, but like you said, these are all now I'm starting to get similar notes. The more we go through them, they're similar.
Yeah.
But again, dare to be gray is what I'm hoping for on one of these.
Yeah, I think for me, let me pull up our chart again. That was, just remind me what that, I'm going to lose track. OBSK. For me, I'm going to put that at about, I said middle of the road. I'm putting it as a C. For me, it was a C. How about you?
Yeah, me too. I was like, we're neck and neck right now.
Yeah. So not good, not bad. We'll see how it compares as we go through the rest of them. But
yeah, and I have a feeling these are going to change as we go through the rest of them. So.
That's why like this. If may seem like we're speeding through these, we're going to go back through and we're going to rank as like we kind of get a little closer. We're just getting first impressions now. Yeah. So,
but I love the finish on that one though. I'm still like a little bit.
I didn't get as much of a finish, but it's interesting that you got that. To me, it was I did get the brightness and the spiciness, but to me, the finish didn't quite do it for me. But
yeah,
we'll see. Let's move on to the OESK, which is the low rye mash bill.
Okay, OESK. Super excited.
Right, tell us about this bottle.
Okay, so this one is from Rander Wine and Spirits, possibly. Look what it looks like. 10-year, 2 months, and it is 115.2 proof.
Interesting. I feel like I'm noticing a trend. The mash bill E seems to be a bit higher proof on almost all these.
All of them are all higher than there's only one mash bill B that's up there with them. All the rest are lower. Yeah,
so I'm curious, like for those of you watching, like do the E mash bills typically come in higher proof? I'm curious because they're all similar age. We're not going too far in age.
No, they're all pretty similar between the 8 and 10 year mark.
Could also be where they keep it in the rick house too. They might keep the certain recipes in certain
because I know a lot of people like the higher tiers. You know, like tier 5 and 6. Everyone
that's
goes crazy
beyond my
them,
knowledge.
So,
like I have no.
Yeah, man, this one's fruity.
It's a lot softer. It's not the ethanol. I've noticed with these E's, you don't get that ethanol kick on the nose,
even though the proof's higher.
Yeah, which is weird.
It's crazy. To
me, this one's also bright in a similar way. I would say floral. I think it's that floral note that I kind of associate with Four Roses. You said you got some fruitiness.
Yeah.
To me, I'm getting like
fruits.
I'm getting a weird note. Like this is probably like crazy, but I'm getting like a clean like okay, this is like weird, but like like some air fresheners like cotton ball smell, or like fresh fresh linen, or no, like fresh linen or whatever. I'm getting like fresh laundry kind of smell. I don't know. I have no idea where that's coming from.
I'd be okay if my laundry smelled like this.
Oh, me too. Just douse your laundry in whiskey. No, please don't.
Not whiskey.
Yeah. No, I like the nose on this one. It's different. It's definitely very different from all the other ones.
Yeah, definitely.
You ready? Cheers. Also, hi, Donnie. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. What did I miss? We are on OESK. So we're on our 4th one so far, but we're going to go back there. We're going to show our rankings. So don't worry. You didn't miss. You can get caught up quick. Thoughts? Spicy.
Honestly, like the front and mid palate are kind of then you get all that spice on the back end, but it's not super complex.
You're right. It's very front forward. It almost kind of reminds me of like a rye. I mean, I know this is like the lower rye mash bill, but it kind of reminds me of like a not to say like it's equal like Midwinter's Night Dram, but it's kind of like some of those fruity, like you said, fruity a bit earlier. It's light, it's fruity, it's spicy. I like that, but I know that's not quite your profile.
Yeah. No, you know me too well.
So Peter White has an OESK 14-year Elliott Select at 108.2 proof. Wow.
Interesting.
So old and low proof. That's interesting. So yeah, this is like you said, this is what, 11.
Sorry. This is 10 year 2 months.
I like that, but it doesn't hit the typical notes that I look for in a bourbon. To me, I don't get any of the oak. I don't get any. I do get sweetness, but it's more of like a sugary, like powdered sugar kind of sweetness to me. I like the finish on it. I don't know. What do you think? You're not loving that one, right?
No, it's overpowering on the spice for me, but it's almost like ethanol spice, not like a baked spice or baking spices or black pepper or anything like that.
Gotcha. Roscoe P. Coltrane in the chat. Welcome, Roscoe.
Cheers.
And Tim Slam, he said, "Is the Four Roses 10 recipe sample pack worth it?" You tell us. I didn't pick it up because we already had these samples, thanks to Brad. But I thought about maybe doing a second stream, picking that up. So if y'all think it's worth it, I'll pick it up. But I didn't want to do it preemptively because I already have these samples. So, all right, let's pull up our tier list for that one. That was OESK. So
Yes.
I liked it. I didn't think it was great. I think I'm gonna put that on my. I'm gonna put that with C. It's tempting. It's like I'm gonna move it to B. I'm gonna move it to B. I was on the fence.
I was like, yeah. There's, I mean,
Yeah.
no wrong spot right now. So
What about you for the OESK?
mine's D for that one.
D for that one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as you can see, we have some differences. We have some similarities, and we'll sort this all out once we're working our way
Once we
through.
get that, once we get a final ranking.
Yeah. So this is where, for those of you that are just now tuning in, this is where we are so far. All right. Let's move on to the OBSO.
OBSO.
Which is, again, back to the high rye mash bill. Sorry for repeating myself. It's just like I want to
Yep.
keep track of it for myself and for y'all.
Yeah. So this is BC B6 or BCBG. I don't know. His handwriting's like mine. It's all
Sure.
good. 9 year, 9 month
Okay.
at 105 proof.
Nice. So similar proof to our small batch select.
Yes. This is
And by the way, the O yeast strain they describe as having a rich fruitiness. So earlier we had delicate fruitiness with the V, slight spice with the K, and with the O, supposedly rich fruit. I will say it's fruity.
that's what I
It's
was gonna
fruity,
say.
yeah.
It's almost like the one from the K, but this has turned up even more.
Oh yeah. But again, it's hot on there. It's that ethanol. Again,
Yeah.
it's jumping out of the glass. Juan's in the chat. Juan, it's been a while, man. Hope you're
Come
doing
on.
well. Hey,
Cheers,
I know
buddy.
these guys. Cheers, fellas. Hey, Juan. Hit us up. Hopefully you're doing well, man.
Yeah.
Roscoe says the 10-pack is 139 where I am. Got an OESO a couple days ago for 105. Yeah, they're right around 100 like for the picks. So you said you had a pick at home. What did you say yours was?
Yeah, it's from High Times. I forgot
Okay.
to look. I want to say it's OESO. Don't quote me.
Okay.
If you want, I can look it up, but it was also pricey. I think they're like 120, 130.
Okay.
Out here in
Yeah.
California.
Yeah, some of the picks, especially if it's like a store that's like known for their picks, it'll go up there.
Yeah.
Emily says I love a bourbon nose, but laundry detergent is ick. I don't know. I just got like a fresh laundry note on that one.
Kind of candle. Oh,
I do like the nose on this one a lot.
yeah. I get fruit, but that's kind of it.
None of the oak. Again, I'm for 9 years
Not that much.
not picking up on that. You're right. It's not as sweet. It's giving me a little bit of that plasticky kind of note that I got earlier.
Yeah.
But that could just be the ethanol, the way it's expressing itself. But I do like the fruitiness. I'm curious to see how that does on the palate.
Translate. Yep.
Yeah. Cheers. To me, that one's very floral. Like I said floral earlier, but to me, this one's very floral.
Yeah.
I don't gravitate towards a floral note. Like to me, that's usually something that I don't always fall in line with. But this one's, I like the spice on it. What do you think?
The spice on I'm starting to realize that all these to me have a spicy finisher or
Okay.
spicy rear, whatever back palate. But this one kind of falls flat on the mid palate. It's just kind of like there's nothing going on. It literally just falls flat, and the spice kind of kicks back up for the finish.
To me, it just like it lingers. Like it's like not like lingers like on like a finish, but it's like kind of like doesn't quite make it to the finish, and then it gets to the finish, and it's like, oh, there it is again.
Yeah.
Brad says BGBG is Bowling Green Bourbon Group, local
Okay.
group in Kentucky. Shout out, good folks. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, and again, just because we don't like something, that doesn't mean we don't like that store's picks. It's just again, we're trying them blind, so we're not blind, but like we have no preconceived. These aren't our local groups, so it's like we have no opinions. Tony says, I will have a pour in your honor. It's Bourbonite pick OBSF, 11 year, 3 month, 124.2 proof.
Ooh,
Nice.
We haven't got OBS.
Yeah,
yet,
that's
so
coming towards the end. So cheers to you,
Thank you,
Tony.
Tony.
Thank you so
Cheers.
much. Viking Bourbon's in the chat as well. Cohen says, I have a Four Roses Pasadena Tournament of Roses pick from 2022. I almost bought that. I saw it go on sale. I think Mission had it. Which mash bill is that? I'm curious. Because I remember that going on sale as well. And I skipped it because I thought I wasn't a Four Roses fan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, how are we going to rank this one? This one to me is like, oh, it's tough.
Sorry.
I'll let you go first. I've been going first.
That
for
one.
these.
That one you can put B for me.
B for you?
B. Yeah.
All right. Which one was that one? Sorry.
That one was
OES.
OBSO.
OBS. Okay.
OBSO.
You said B?
Mhm.
I think I'm going to put it at C for me personally. That floral was not quite my jam. But we'll see how it does coming back to it.
Yep.
Zover says OESO is the only one I have not had. Oh, wow. You've had a lot.
Interesting.
Chris said, so there's no need to go to Four Roses next weekend, Brandy. Oh, well.
Hey, Chris.
I'll leave that to y'all.
No, we got to go hang out with Brent. That's why we're going to go. All right.
Okay. Also, hi, Chris. Good to see
Yeah.
you. I wish I could join y'all for that. Sounds like
say hi to Patrick, by the way.
Oh, did I miss Patrick?
Starkey's in the chat.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Is that Kitty? Is that an inside joke?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know what Kitty's talking about. So
I don't know. There's a lot of cats. Sugar Kitty, Linux Cat. Maybe talking about them. I don't know.
All right then. Well, hi,
All right.
Patrick.
All right, let's move on to OESO.
OESO, it is.
Now I'm curious about how this is going to do because the fruitiness on that last one was really good.
Yep.
And I'm noticing a lot more sweetness on the OEs.
Yep. So this one's from Liquor Barn. It's a 10-year, 11-month at 111.4 proof.
Okay.
I'm excited for this. This is the one. Honestly, this is the one I'm most excited about.
Oh, really?
Because
it's still fruity, and to me, it's got like a caramel, like a
sweet, like it almost reminds me of I think it was the OESK. It was almost the same thing where it had that like not the baking spices, but it's still rich.
It's almost like, to me, it's almost like those like Caltel candies that are like the you trying to figure out what they're laughing at? Me too.
Oh, apparently there's a cat. Oh, the sake. Yeah, behind you to your left, right there. See?
Oh, the sake glasses. Okay, I was very confused.
I was like, what do you mean there's a cat? I'm like, there's no cat over there.
I see. Yes, it is. We got it at a
okay.
Where did we get it? It was like a flea market or like a thrift store, right? Yeah, we got it at a thrift store. Anyways,
either way, I'm digging this one.
Yeah, I like it on the nose. Let's give it a try. I like that.
Honestly, that's the most well-rounded one we've had the entire experience.
Mm-hmm.
Front palate's good, mid palate's good,
finish is good,
nose is good.
And that was 111.4. So it's not that crazy in proof, like compared.
No, but again, this drink's hotter than 111.
Mm.
If it was blind, I don't know if I would say 111.
I don't know if I'm ready to like rank it S tier, but to me, that's the best thing I've had so far. I'm gonna at least give it an A. I'm gonna give it an A now, and I think I might work my way up.
Why are you copying me?
Oh, you're gonna do the same?
Yeah, that was A.
That one's really good. So that was OESO.
Yeah, OESO for sure.
Yeah, so that I think we both agree. It's super well-rounded, rich, like full body too.
Yeah,
that's really good. That might be an S. We'll see. We'll see as we go through. We'll rank it again, but
we'll change it around.
Very, very much. You said that's Liquor Barn pick?
Yes, that's Liquor Barn pick.
Nice.
So Liquor Barn does some good stuff.
Coleman says, I don't know the recipe of the Four Roses tournament pick, 100 proof, and assume OBSV, only $40. Yeah, no, I saw.
It's probably the single barrel. So I'm assuming the single barrel was OBSV, like you were saying. The one that's on the shelf.
The first one,
the shelfer.
Did you see the game is midday kickoff next Saturday?
No, I didn't. But when are we starting drinking, Chris? Starting in the morning?
Breakfast.
Yeah,
breakfast drinks are never a problem.
Breakfast beers.
Yes. Especially on vacation, right? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to OBSQ.
OBSQ.
I'm a little nervous because the Qs are known for their floral essence, apparently, according to the cheat sheet. Okay. I don't love floral. I'll say I do not love floral.
We'll see how floral this is. So this is from Mammoth, 11-year, 2-month, and it's 121.8 proof.
Okay.
Ooh. So we're
everything else sounds great. 11-year, high proof.
Yep. We'll see. Ooh.
Chris said breakfast pizza and pours.
But I don't want to wait till midday to have pizza, so we'll have pizza twice.
Brad said, "Shout out to the Liquor Barn picks." Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. Oh man, you're not gonna like it. That's floral.
It's ethanol and it's floral. I don't know. The OBs to me, like they've all like the nose is just like ethanol.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of dig the nose.
You like it?
It's a little. It's fruity. Mm-hmm. It's floral, but there's no sweetness and there's no oak and there's no for being 11 years.
So the things that I love, the things I normally love.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess my only question would be, I have to go back because Brad did send me the pictures of all these bottles, but they're on my phone. I'm curious on what tiers these all are.
Do we say what store this was from? Sorry.
Yeah. This one is from Mammoth. It said
Mammoth. Okay.
Yeah. So Mammoth.
To me, I'm getting like a weird like tropical fruit. Like I don't know if it's like pineapple or like. There's something
like guava.
Oh, that's fancy. Maybe something. There's definitely something up there. Yeah,
like, I love pineapple, and I was like, I don't get pineapple. I wish I did. If I did, I'd buy this bottle.
Yeah, to me, it's a very different fruitiness than any of the other ones we've had before. The more I know it, the more I'm like intrigued by it.
Yeah, I agree. I need to try this.
All right, cheers. Different than I thought.
Ooh. Very warming.
Yeah.
Kentucky hug for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the proof shows on this one. It's
definitely. But it's almost like dark on the finish. Like but I'm not getting barrel. But
It's not like a barrel
bitter,
char.
though.
It's like a bitter chocolate, like dark chocolate kind of maybe.
Mhm.
I like it. I think it's one of the better ones I've had so far.
Yeah. I know where mine's going on that one.
You do?
Yeah.
What are you thinking? I'm still.
Still finding that's a B, solid B for
That's
me.
a B.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I was thinking. Honestly, that's what I was thinking. So that was the OBSQ. Yeah. I think we're gonna both go with B on that one.
That's good.
That's where I was leaning. Where's
That's good.
There we go.
There you go.
All right. So far we only got one A. We got 3 B's. Oh, it's funny. Like they're not all the same, but like they're the same number of each. Interesting. Okay.
Interesting. All right. Well, I mean, to be fair, at least we have no fails right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
That's good.
These are all very good. As
Yeah.
Brad said, he's like, there's no fails. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the OESQ. We might actually get through this faster than I thought. We're doing pretty good on time.
Yeah, we're hanging in there. Okay, so OESQ, quality food centers,
Okay.
cutters, centers, gotta go centers.
Okay.
9 year, 9 month, and it's 121.8 proof, same as the OBSQ.
Oh my gosh, the nose does not nose like these OEs. Just like I'm not getting that proof on the nose. 121.8. These are the exact same proof.
Yeah, and there's way more ethanol on the OBSQ.
Yeah, I would say it's a similar like overall nose. Not quite as guava-y.
No, I'm getting a little bit of like
it's more
almost like
floral.
vanilla. Yeah, definitely floral. I'm getting like a sweet floral.
Mhm. But again, it does
More
not
like
burn.
through.
It's so weird how the other one like burned like the nostrils, and this one does
Yeah.
not. It's very, I don't want to say pleasant. Like I don't know, it's very. Not to say I want to make a perfume out of this, but I feel like it's very like it's in that territory.
Perfumey.
Yeah. Huh. I'm very curious to try it.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay.
It doesn't nearly drink the proof. Like I'm not getting 121.8 on that at all.
Hmm.
Are you?
No, it's definitely. I get the floral though. Floral with spice.
It's like a honey. To me, it's like a honey floral. There is a little sweetness, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't get that on like the nose.
Interesting.
I like it. It's different. Oh, that's gonna be hard to rank that one because the floral kind of turns me off. Floral's not normally my jam, but when you combine floral with honey, it's usually a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's some comments. Gabriel says, "Can't wait for the OESQ Divine." I assume that's a pick. Roscoe says, "My OESQ is very floral."
Yeah.
So it says, "My OESQ taste had a friendly ethanol note, not harsh." Oh, that's definitely friendly for sure.
Yeah.
Like on the ethanol.
That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah. Let's pull up our chart. OESQ.
Now it's kind of funny how it's like mouth-watering though, a little bit, like almost
Yeah,
like
like
salivating.
The
but,
flavor's good.
Interesting.
This is gonna be tough. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give it a B now. We'll see. I'm gonna taste all my B's together and see if they shift later on. I'm gonna give it a B now. What are you thinking?
Mine's C.
C. I was going between B and C. Like it was definitely one of those two. But yeah, that's. I mean, I'm liking a lot more of these than I thought I would like. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
How about you? How are you feeling?
Honestly, yeah, I'm with you. It's like I'm glad to try them all in a row. This is awesome.
Yeah. So we should move to the Fs then. Someone called out the F earlier that was their favorite. So let's start with the OBSF.
OBSF,
which is the high rye mash bill. F is their code for their yeast strain F, which is herbal notes. Which herbal hit or miss with. You know, I like herbal. Well, tell us about this bottle. Yeah.
I know, my bad. Okay, this is a total wine pick. It is a 10-year, 2-month, and it's only 108 proof.
Okay. Brad says I'm drinking these 1 ounce at a time with you guys, and I'm trash.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're going like less than half an ounce is our goal, but no, I appreciate it. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are at the end. Like, don't spoil it, like based on like what's your favorite, but very, very curious because again, these are going to shift. I keep saying that, but like they are.
Yeah.
We're just giving first impressions now, but
yeah, definitely.
All right, you had a reaction to the nose on that.
Yeah,
Why are you feeling that? What would explain your reaction?
It's again, it reminds me of the OBS or OESO, where it's sweet, it's fruit, it's spice. You get the ethanol.
To me, you know, it's weird as I'm getting like I don't want to say like a brandy note, not this brandy note, but like I'm getting like a bit of like a muscadine like fruit note or like a sour grape kind of note.
Oh, I was like, muscadine sounds really fancy.
No, it's just like it's a type of grape. Like they make muscadine wine. It's a very sweet wine. I like the nose. It's very. I keep saying they're all very different, but that's not floral to me. It's like a little more sour.
I go back to the fruit.
Yeah, fruit like a sour, like almost, but like an overripe fruit. Like it's been like kind of not rotten, but like.
I dig it.
I don't know if I would guess this is a bourbon based on the nose.
Yeah. Cheers. Let's
Cheers.
see. Wow.
I love the palate of that. I think the flavors taste great. The finish is still. That one's good too. What do you think?
I was like, it was almost like it was very mellow.
It was.
Like,
I was about to say it didn't have a finish, but then I kind of felt something kind of come back up. Like,
yeah, it's definitely not as spicy as some of the other ones. Whereas this one's kind of like, again, that's what I noticed with Four Roses. Depending on the picks, depending on the recipes, is mid palates are really thin for me.
To me, though, this one had the oak note that I've been missing on all of these.
Yes.
And that's what I like about it.
Yeah. It's
oaky and it has a bit fruity, like a sour fruit. I don't know. This one's good. I don't think it's necessarily like S tier for me, but I think this is deserving of A for me. What are you thinking for this one? I know you look for different things and different things, but for me, this is A.
Yeah, I was like, that's a C for me.
C for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was really hoping to have one of us pick S, but
you know what? I'm gonna go back to my two A's. I think listen, if you have more than one A, I think maybe we can pick up S by the end of it. We'll see.
I was like, again, we'll see. This is just first impressions.
Tony says that OBSF is a year younger and 16 proof points lower than It's bourbonite pick, hot and sweet spice. Ooh. Interesting. Do you like yours, Tony? Because I liked it. He didn't really care for his, but again, everyone's palate's different. Yep. All right, we got one more to go, and then we're going to go back through and we're gonna start narrowing down our rankings. Brad says total wine picks let me down. I'm sampling with the Lexington or LB Liquor Barn pick. That's better than the one you guys are trying. Oh, very, very interesting. Well, I liked it. I like that pick. But let's go on to the OESF, which is the low rye mash bill.
Yep.
Same yeast strain.
Yep.
Tell us about it.
Can I go back to the other page?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you.
Yep. So this is a OESF Liquor Barn 10-year 5-month, and this is the hottest one of the night, 126.4.
Ooh. It kind of worked out that we saved that for last.
Yeah, worked out that way. It's very convenient. All
right. This is the first E one that's kind of like I've gotten the ethanol in the nose. But I mean, it's understandable. 126.
Yeah, it's got the most going on though too. It's got the herbal, it's got the fruit, it's got the spice.
Definitely herbal. I mean, this is like I don't want to say savory, but it's like it's not. It doesn't have sweetness to me. It's not sweet. It's a dry. I mean, I like dry sometimes when it's like oaky, but
yeah.
I don't want to say curry or no, but like it's like
yeah.
It's dark. To me, it's dark,
but in a good way.
Yeah, no, it's good.
If it tastes like it noses, this will be a super. This will be a super, but I don't know. We'll see.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
From my memory of what the one we just had, I think this is pretty similar in my boat, but I'm curious about you.
But way hotter on the proof.
Oh yeah. The proof. I mean, compared 108 versus 126.
Yeah, like
to me, this tastes. I mean, I love a high. Y'all that watch the show know I love a high proof one. This one kind of tastes like a little more elevated than the last one.
Yeah.
Which makes me feel like I'm gonna rank them the same for now, and then I'm gonna come back and see which one actually does a little better. But both of these F recipes are really good. Gabriel says he is drinking an OESF Cheers pick. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, so let's pull up our list. Let's get our initial rankings. We're going to work our way through them. To me, this is an A as well. I'm putting this up in A.
It's B for me.
B for you? So a little better than the last one?
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
I think that proof helps it a little bit.
Yeah. So these are our initial rankings based on first impression. Now we're going to take some time. We're going to go through them. We actually got through those way quicker than I thought we would. So I'm very excited to kind of find our nuances. We both have a D tier. Now I'm curious, ours are different. So I put OBSV as my B. Or sorry, I put OBSV as my D, which is my lowest. You put OESK as your lowest. Now I noticed we both put that same one as our next to lowest.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, like maybe we should try to do those two side by side and maybe see how we
Yeah.
feel.
So
Maybe
we got the OBSV.
OBSV and OBSK. Let's see.
Okay.
This is where we're gonna start losing track of shit. So don't judge us. This is we're gonna get very particular. So
Oh,
OESK and
So
OBSV.
all right, yeah, OESK. My bad. Okay.
So we're gonna take our two last place for both of us, and we're gonna maybe do a little comparison, see if we still agree with that again in that order. But which one do you want to start with? I'll let you pick.
Let's do OESK.
OESK. All right. So this was your last place. This was my next to last place. Let's try.
Oh, the nose is so like honey now.
Oh wow,
Like,
that's crazy. And these have all they were poured before a
poured, like,
stream.
almost, like,
Yeah,
half an hour before. Like it was like we just poured them and went. So
but just after going through all of them, I love the nose on this.
I know. I was like, oh my god, like super honey forward. Okay, yeah, let's do it, Chris. I'm down for that. I don't know who Mike is, but I'll be friends with Mike.
Down, Chris says like might have to go down to Mike's basement, and Brandon's like I don't know who that is, but it sounds good. It's okay, Brandon.
Do it.
It's willing to go down to people's basements. Like I don't know who that is, but
There's
sure.
4 rows down there. Why not?
Sure. I love the nose on this again. Going back to it,
That's
I
what
did
I'm
not
saying,
get
like,
that much
no.
honey. There's no way.
No. Let's see.
It does feel flat. What is the proof on this one? OESK.
That was OESK's 115.2.
Really?
That does not drink.
It doesn't drink
115. That drinks
115.
really. Oh.
Brad said, "Did we miss OBSQ? Did we? No, it's no.
No, we did OBSQ. See?
Yeah,
It was
we
our
both
B.
put that as our B.
Yeah.
So
We'll go back through it, Brad.
yeah, we'll go back through.
Yeah.
I feel like I love the nose. I do think it falls flat on the palate. It's
Yeah.
just not too much going on in the glass. I don't know. What was that? Was that your last or was that my last?
That was my.
That was your last.
That was my last. I want to move that to a C, dude. That was actually. Yeah.
You want to move it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Move
Okay.
it to C. Yeah.
So we're gonna move his back up to C.
Yep.
Let's leave it on the screen while we're
Yeah.
reorganized.
We're shifting around.
All right. Now I'm gonna leave mine where it is.
Yep.
I'm gonna try the OBSV, which was
Okay.
my last place.
Yep.
It's more rich on the nose. It's almost like a hot chocolate.
Yeah. Caramel on the back.
Yeah. No, it's savory, dark, very
Crap.
different than that.
Like I know.
Yeah,
I was
no.
like, was this the one we described as like baking spices or like a baking like bread or
I don't know. Y'all tell us. I wouldn't think so because I ranked it so low, and I normally love that note.
Okay. Well, no, maybe it was the palate that did it for you because I know some of these like the nose was great, but the palate was the issue.
Same. I think it smells great.
Hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna make a swapperoo. I'm gonna move my OBSV to C, and I'm gonna move my what was this one? OESK. Where did my OS? Oh wait, OESK. Is that
Yeah, that was OESK.
Oh, mine was actually B.
Yeah. Wow.
Huh.
You're gonna move it to C
I'm gonna
or
move it
D?
to C.
Okay. You moved it down one. All right.
Hold on. Now I'm not. Now I'm like, hold on.
That one's good.
OBSV. Solid. Well, as you can see, we're trending up. We're not trending down. So
Now, which like you said, doing all these side by side, they all have super similar notes. Like they're all very minute differences between them.
I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave them both at C now. So one made their way up, one made their way down. But
Yeah.
should we look at our other C's and let's see what we have?
Yeah.
So OESK, OBSV. So we both have an OBSK in C.
Okay, you want to do that first? Let's just do that.
Yeah, let's do the OBSK.
Just to see if it stays the same or it moves up or down.
I'm gonna
Just
have-
OBSK. Yeah, drink more water, buddy.
I wish I remembered what we said about each of these, but like, there's 10 of them, guys.
Yeah, I
we
know.
can't.
And again, like you said, it's a lot of the notes repeat. As I was going through it, I started noticing like again,
Yeah.
same this. So
I think the noses on those two are better than the nose on this one.
this one has similar, but there's more ethanol with it, but it's not as rich like smelling. Like you get that like caramel, the chocolate again.
It's more of like a bright, not like a cooked caramel. It's more of like a bright, like candy. Let's try it.
Good.
Yeah. I'm actually going to make a change. I'm going to move that down to my D only because didn't love the nose. Palate was mid for me. Didn't do it for me.
Move that up to B for me.
Move
That
it up to
actually,
B?
again, like the finish, I like the fruit
Okay.
with like the sweet. Oh, that was good.
Nice.
I love really shuffling stuff around.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, again, look, we knew like we had different palettes on certain things. So
Yeah.
let me check the chat. Just I can't see the chat right now as I'm doing this. So
You're good. We did cheers. We did that. Oh, it's live wire whiskey. Sounds
not a
familiar
chance.
for Mike.
Elliot Select is OESK. Joseph Brazo in the house. What's up, Joseph?
Hi, Joseph. I miss you, buddy.
Cohen says Bourbon Blind has a crazy amount of Four Roses. What happened to that channel? Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's actually
Weird.
there's so many channels. It's hard to keep up with like who's like active and who's not. But
Yeah.
hopefully they're doing okay.
Joseph, Lil loves OBSK. Okay.
It says I will find out what pick Four Roses is at Bourbon on rye at the moment, Brandy.
Thank you.
I love all these proofy single barrel selects. Yeah, I mean, as you can tell, like these are all still doing. None of them have failed.
No. To be honest, none of them are failed.
Yeah, no. To me, this is my way of sorting what I think is my preferences, and this is again for my own knowledge. For me, OBSK just didn't do it for me, but
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that you liked it. You actually moved up a rank. So
yeah,
let's look at.
Okay,
we
so
both put OBSV. Have we already tried?
We
that?
did OBSV.
We did. Okay, we tried that one. Okay.
Yeah.
What else? OBSO.
OBSO.
So I put OBSO as my C. You
Okay.
put it as B. Let's go back to OBSO.
OBSO. All right. This is the lowest proof of all of them.
The nose is good though. I like the nose on that one.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't have gone back to this one.
What do you think? You don't like it?
It's kind of flat. Like all this kind of
okay.
got sweeter.
Okay.
This one is kind of like it's not just not what I'm looking for in a nose. It's
To
kinda
me,
flat.
it is more what I'm looking for. So it's interesting. To me, flat on the palate. I think I like the nose better than the palate.
Yeah, you can move that one down to a C for me.
Move it to a C. I'm gonna leave mine where it is.
Yeah,
actually.
OBSO.
So
Yeah, so we're both there. Okay.
yeah, not quite doing it for me.
No.
I wish I could make our
Crazy.
screen bigger. We'll leave it like this. It doesn't matter. All right. So mine are going to be completely out of order at this point, but it doesn't matter. All right. Let's look at our. Oh, do you want to do our A's? Okay.
Yeah,
let's
do
see. So I put OESO, OBSF, and OESF in my A's. We both put OESO in our A's.
Okay, so let's go.
Let's grab that one.
Okay.
And I'm
see
also
if it's still an A or if it goes up super. Or does it
so
break
I'm going to
down?
compare it to. So you only have one A at the moment.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to compare it to one of your B's, like which, like
Sure.
whatever B you think you're feeling strongly about.
I'll just do
Just a random one, yeah.
OESF or OESV. It's a lot
Okay.
of freaking letters.
I'm gonna do OESO compared to OBSF. Both of those were my. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I'm gonna do both my Fs at the same time. So I'm gonna do the OBSF and the
There
OESF
you go.
side by side.
There you go.
These both were A tier for me. One of them I remember being lower proof. One of them was what OESF was high proof, 126.4.
Yep.
OBSF was 108 proof. So
Yeah. So totally different.
Very
instructions on
different
the proof
proof
side,
points.
anyways. But it's funny because they're only 3 months difference on the aging.
Whiskey Wisdom says, "Cheers, Cliffy. Have to take care of some errands. Have a great night. I'll hop back in on the replay later to see the finals. So cheers to you. Thanks for watching. Y'all go check out Whiskey Wisdom's channel. So much fun there. I entered their trivia again last night. I think it was.
Did you win?
No, 6th place, but yeah, you know, there were a lot of people playing. It was pretty
It's all
good.
good.
So
It's all
yeah,
good.
cheers to you. All right, so I'm doing OESF and OBSF. Are you doing?
I'm doing OE and OESO and OESV.
Okay, so this is where we're doing a little bit different things.
Yep.
I'll leave the chart up. I think
Yeah,
that
leave
might
the
be
chart up
helpful.
so we know.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yes, Chris, I'm ready for some candied bacon.
Oh.
At OBC, it's delicious.
I haven't been
It's
there yet. I still
delicious.
want to go.
It's so good.
All right, so you're ranking one of your A's and you're comparing it to one of your B's. I'm
Yes.
ranking 2 A's to see which one is maybe
See
the
if anything
S
changes.
tier.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
see.
yeah.
So we're gonna start with the OESF, the higher proof.
Damn.
I still agree mine's an A. How do you feel about it?
I'm also conflicted because some of these, the mid palate falls flat for me.
Oh, really?
And it's not creamy. It's
I think
not,
I was
you
having
know,
on a lot of these. Yeah, I agree.
That's what's kind of a bummer.
OESF is still good. Now I'm gonna try to the OBSF, which I tried first last time. Now I'm switching it up. I'm trying the second.
Holy crap. It smells almost like a cinnamon roll.
Which one?
OESV.
OESV.
Oh my god.
Ooh. I might have an S tier. Hold on. I'll let you see how you're gonna readjust yours, but I might have an S tier.
Okay. Let me see the screen. Does it get bigger than that?
Oh, let me go to our screen.
Okay. Sorry. I was like, it's kind of tiny.
Yeah.
So do me a favor and literally just switch OESO and OESV.
Are you moving that up to A and this one down to B?
Yep.
Nice. Oh yes, where's my OESV? Oh, mine's still in B. Okay, so not too far off. Okay. I mean, I think these are a little more similar than I thought.
Yeah.
I think like our top ones are pretty close. I think I might have an S tier. So I actually love OBSV. Oh, sorry, OBSF. To me, that's a step above OESF. But what I want to know now is OBSF compared to OESO. Both of these were my A's. We're going to find out one of these is going to be S tier. So we're going to try the OESO first.
Okay, and then I'm going to do B, so OESF and OBSQ, since those are both B's for me, and see if those change or not.
That's good. This is where it gets tough. It's like these everything in our A and B's, I think, have been really good so far.
Yeah. I just can't believe how much these have changed over like the hour we let them sit out. Not like we let them sit a half an hour, and that was enough apparently, which is crazy to me.
I think I have an S tier. I'm going to move it up. I'm going to actually move my OBSF, which is one of the lowest proof of the night.
Yep.
I'm putting that S tier for me.
That's the second lowest proof of the night.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, because the only other one was OBSO 105.
Even compared to the OESF, which by the way is great. Even compared to it, the B just has more flavor going on.
Yep.
I love that one.
Yep.
How about the two you're trying?
Yeah, so move OBSQ up to A. I haven't done OESF yet. But OBSQ definitely. No, for me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
There we go.
There's so much vanilla on this OESF now. Like, Jesus, I can't believe that.
Yeah, so I got my first S tier.
Yeah. Okay, go back to that. Okay, Candy Bacon. Cheers.
I wish we had some Four Roses LE to compare. Oh,
I was like, I've never been lucky enough to get one. I don't know about you.
Donnie says the more they drink, the higher up they move. I mean, probably true.
I mean, but again, honestly, like these have changed so much though. Like the noses at least have changed. The palates, I don't know, but the noses have changed.
Chris said Dungeons and Dragons the other night had Adriana missing out on Bourbon Baller Lee's Four Roses OESQ from 2021. Nick and I put a big dent in it. Oh, before she came out. Oh, I know. So Adriana was actually like, she had Chris and Lil over at her house when we were trying to play Dungeons and Dragons. So she kept being like, guys, I gotta leave. And like Bill kept throwing monsters attacking her, and she's like, oh, I just need to leave. And I'm like, we got you covered. So hopefully she made up for that with some other pours. Tony says OBSF goated. Okay. So I mean that for me. Now don't get me wrong. The B, A, and S. Do you have any? And I'm curious. Do you have any S tiers after going back there? You don't. Okay.
No, I wish I did. I thought I would, but unfortunately,
no pressure.
It is what it is. Yeah.
So
being honest.
So let's see. Let's compare our results. OES. Oh man, they're actually more different than I thought.
Yeah, because you were like that one is your S tier, and then you got OE, which I have OB. Those are all different, huh?
They're all very different. So
hey,
I will put a screenshot of these in the chat.
Yeah,
I will say none of them are bad. Even the one that I ranked D was only because I was comparing it to the one that I put in the C tier.
Yeah,
I think they're all solid. Again, Brad, thank you so much for this opportunity. This has been so much fun. The only ones I did. Let me not wrap up quick. How's the food coming along? Is it coming soon or no?
We got time to shit.
We got time. Shit. We got time to shit. We got time to shit too.
That was him. That was not me. Everyone in the chat knows.
The only thing I haven't gone back through is my B tiers. So I have OESV, OBSQ, and OESQ. So let me pull the BSQ and ESQ together. Maybe I can make some adjustments there. Yeah. Did you have any other you wanted to compare?
I think
no pressure. If you
I was like, I think I did them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought I didn't go back through my B's. So.
And to be fair, my glass are pretty much all empty. Yours still got a lot left in yours.
I'm trying to pace myself. All right, so I'm gonna try the OBSQ, which is currently sitting at.
Let's finish my OBSQ.
B. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We were both saying, shit. That might be an A. That's really good. All right, let me try the OESQ.
That was an A for me.
The OBSQ?
Yes. Green. There you go. Oh, you're copying me.
I think so. Going back to OBSQ, it has that oak. It's the only one that's had the oak that I've been looking for.
Damn, this
Okay.
OESQ though.
I'm locking in my
Lock it
score.
in before you taste some more.
Yeah, right. I do think the BSQ is better than the ESQ for me personally.
Yeah, it's too much spice on the OESQ for me. That's why it's at C.
Really? Okay.
If it had a little less spice on the finish or the rear palate, it would move up to a B. But that's fine. To be fair, I'm just glad that none of these, like, all these are really good.
Yeah.
Like, none of them are like, I wouldn't drink it.
Yeah.
Just, again, you prefer certain ones over other ones. So
Cliffy always looks for the wood notes. I do.
that's why he likes the knob and the dickle.
Hardcore Pour is apparently a new channel. Didn't realize. I'm not familiar with it, but welcome. Thank you, Emily, for dropping their link. I'll have to check that out after the stream. Cohen says, I keep seeing advertisements for Hell House whiskey. How bad is it? I've never heard of
Hell House. Is that local to California?
And why is Leonard Skinner music in the commercial? Oh, no idea. I've not heard of that one at all. Corn and whiskey. Welcome to the chat. Love your name. OESK. Okay. Well, where do we put OESK?
Middle of the road.
Yeah, for both of us, that was a C, but that was just, Yeah. No, wait. Where is your OESK? Oh, it's right. Yeah. We both put that in.
I know it's hard when all the letters, like...
they're so similar. Maybe ADHD or Bourbon Junkies. I watched so many Whiskey Tube.
Yeah.
Oh, they're asking where else have you seen me? Yeah. No, this was fun. I will say, as much as I dismissed Four Roses in the past, let's see. I think I might be a Four Roses fan after tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking for certain recipes now, which you kind of know.
I'm grabbing my small batch select. By the way, do you want to revisit this one? This is what we started with. This is a blend. So like I said, a reminder for you. Now that we know our ranking, let's look at what's in this one. Hold on. So small batch select, we both said was Four Roses is actually pretty good.
Yep.
The recipes in this is OBSV, OBSK, OBSF, which is my number one, OESV, OESK, and OESF.
Interesting.
There's OESV. It makes sense. A lot of ours are up in the SAB tier that are in this blend.
Yeah. Well, I know that certain recipes are harder to find than others too.
Yeah.
For single barrels. So
I don't know which ones are hard to find. So again, Brad, thanks so much for getting all of these for us. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Corn and Whiskey says small batch select is so good. It was the first Four Roses release that I was like, because before I dismissed, I'm like, I don't like Four Roses. I said that all the time. I would tell people I don't like Four Roses. Then small batch select came out in 2019. I'm like, oh, maybe I do like Four Roses. So that's the whole point of tonight.
Yeah. But it's funny going back to it, the mid palate kind of falls flat, which kind of bugs me now that I know that, because I didn't know that when I was going through the single barrel picks, but now
which just goes to prove that these are all better than this one, and we like this one.
Yes.
So I would say these are all better. I don't over some of these. I prefer this over that one.
Yeah.
But
especially for the price, because I mean that's $50 to $55 versus
price.
Most of these are at least $100. I'm assuming, especially in everyone's area. So
hey, if you are curious about the different recipes and you can't get your hands on all these, which like 99% of people, buy this. It's got 6 recipes blended, 104 proof.
Yep.
6 to 7 years old, a little bit younger than all the ones we tried tonight, but not bad. I mean, where would you just curiosity, where would you rank that on these? That's tough. That's not fair.
That's hard. Well, I have to go back and try them all again in comparison to that, because
no, we're not doing that. But
honestly, that would it'd fall between C and D for me, somewhere in there, because again, it's middle of the road. But
for me, it'd be between B and C. But again, it's not fair. Let's not do that. I'm just saying. But it's half the price though. So
yeah, that's a big selling point right there. Oh, Chris, have 7 out of 10 profiles.
All right, let us know in the chat. Are y'all surprised? Let us know your favorites now that we know ours.
Yep.
Don't hold back. Let us know what you think. Brad, I know you were drinking along with us. If you're still with us, you said you were very drunk.
I think he is.
What was your favorite? Are you mad at us? Hopefully not. This was fun.
This is awesome.
I learned a lot, more than I thought I would, because I was like, I don't know. I was hesitant about doing this.
I wasn't. You know me.
I don't
hold it back. I don't sugarcoat it. So
no, it was more of like I was afraid that I wouldn't like any of them, and they all scored, but one of them scored a D. Mm-hmm. They all scored above that.
But again, that just means you don't like that profile most likely, or that recipe.
Just looking back, OBSK for me.
Why that be the hardest one to find? Then you're good.
Well, yeah, perfect. Yeah, if some of your favorites OBSK, let me know.
Yeah,
you can have the 0.2 ounce of my
remnants. The remnants.
And again, there's nothing wrong with it.
No,
it just isn't my flavor profile.
There you go. I agree. This was fun.
Yeah. Awesome. Well,
what else should we do for our next stream?
Oh, I don't know. You have some ideas. You've had some things you've held for a while. You wanted to maybe do a 1792 thing at some point.
Yeah, but I only have
probably drank it all.
Yeah, I was like, well, you finished the 225th.
Yeah. No. I think it doesn't matter. That was a long time ago. We talked about that.
Yeah. I was like, no, we can do a rye flight if you want. Do that Jack Daniels rye, the single barrel rye that came out. Did you have any of that LE from a couple years ago? Do you still have any of that left, or did you finish it?
I finished it. Yeah. By the way, Brandon gave me a blind flight earlier. I have no idea what it is, so maybe a blind flight in the near future. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah. Thank y'all for watching. I just want to make sure they missed each chat.
Yeah.
I love the different profiles at different times. OBSK is really good in pigs.
Okay, that's good.
OBSK, and that was not my favorite. But you know what? Brandon put it
B.
Yeah. So Brandon likes it. So hey.
Chris will just give me some bottles out of his bunker. It's fine.
We can find some good stuff next weekend, Brandy. Oh, well, bring some of it back for me.
Oh,
at least samples. At least samples.
I've already got a few bottles purchased, and I'm running out of bag space already. I'm not even there yet, so it's kind of a problem.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for watching on this Saturday night. I know it's a bit different than my normal streams, but I was looking forward to this for a while. So thank you, Brandy. Sorry, Brandon. What's your brand? Brandy. No, not yet. Okay. We have a few more pours to do while we eat dinner.
Yeah.
Then we might see Brandy. But
yeah, but you people won't.
Yeah, you won't. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in next Thursday. Not quite sure what I'm doing. I might do the blind flight that we talked about earlier. Don't quite have a topic picked yet, which is weird because I've had it planned out for the past few weeks. Like this is next week is the first one that I don't have one planned. So stick around, hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed tonight's stream, and if you're watching the replay, let us know in the comments below what your favorite recipe was. Again, tonight blew my mind. I was not expecting a certain one to come out so far above the others. So, yeah, leave a comment down below. But until next time, this has been Bourbon Bites. Cheers. Thank you, Brandon, for coming over.
Thank you.
Thank you for the samples. Thank you, Brad, for the samples. And, yeah, hope to have you over soon to do another flight at some point.
Sounds good.
We'll figure it out. All right. Cheers, y'all. Bye.